Alright, I decided to make another video. Hello, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Yeah, I want to talk today about how it was possible for me to like within the first 2 years of me actually starting to play Magic again and trying to become really good at it. I was starting to dominate my FNM and just got first place several times. Because if you're here, maybe you are interested in that too. You want to learn how to become a good Magic player, want to win from your friends instead of lose all the time. You want to go to Friday Night Magic and instead of becoming lost, maybe you want to become number 3 or 2, or you want to be a better player. And I just heard something today. I think it's called Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's about like how people think. And I think I talked about this like a couple of maybe 1 or 2 videos before, and this is the reason why when I went to those FNMs I was winning of all those guys, because people who like are not really good, they spend some time, they read an article, they read 1 or 2 articles on how to play a certain deck, and in the article it says about the tricks and things they have to watch out for, and now suddenly they feel that they are the world's best Magic player. And they go out, get the cards, they spend like 500 euros or dollars or whatever, or more, $1,000 or euros on their collection, getting that deck together that they read about, that maybe they saw 1 or 2 videos on, and now they're convinced that when they can play that deck on FNM, they will become number 1. And the thing is, truthfully, sometimes these people are good players, they're experienced players, the decks are good decks, they're net decks that were created by like Hall of Famers or pro players. They've been tried and tested in those tournaments, and you start playing with the decks, and yeah, they do like work, because they are good players and they have some experience, pretty smart, they know how the deck works, I know how the meta works. But when they come up against me, they lose, because they were arrogant to think that by reading 2 articles and spending 500 euros on a deck and having played a few matches sometimes, that they now are experts and they are the best players in the world and they're going to be like number 1. I'd never thought that, because I knew that I wasn't a great player. I stopped, like I played Magic like 20 years ago, and then I stopped playing because all my friends stopped playing, because I was beating them, and the only guy I could play against, he had like a huge collection. I had like 1 deck or something, and that wasn't fun for me, because I was getting beaten up by him, because his deck was so overpowered, and I had like a deck that was like nothing, and so I stopped playing, and then when I started playing again a couple of years ago, I thought, well, if my friends don't want to play, I'm just going to play with anybody. I just go to the game store, play some cards there, and then I know there were like Friday Night Magic, and there were like evenings where you can just play. And I started to do competitions, I started to practice for them, I made new friends. One of my best friends actually I learned there. And I had a great time. But I actually, like in those, like after 2 years of starting to do that, I wasn't the greatest player when I started doing that, because a lot of people were already playing for 5 or 6 or more years. And I just started, and most of the people had more experience than me. But I had a feeling that I want to become like number 1 at FNM. I thought, well, I'm pretty smart, all I need to do is to become a better player and have a good deck. And that's where I learned this thing, that this arrogance that people have, where they think that, I'm this great player, I have a great deck. It's not because you need a good deck, but it's not because you have a good deck you're gonna win. The fact that these people were winning because nobody was challenging them, because all the other people at FNM did the same thing as them. Spent lots of money on getting the good deck with all the expensive cards, reading one or two articles, and then showing up at an FNM, and then whoever was a bit better than the rest, they won. But when I started to spending my time, like in this program, Forge, putting my cards in there, putting their lookalike decks like their decks in here, and starting to learn the meta, starting to learn how to interact with those cards, starting to improve my deck, changing cards, you know, suddenly I started like going up in the ranks. I wasn't just lost anymore. Now I was getting higher and higher. Then I started becoming like, I got my first #1. And then after that I just stayed there, because the reason I become #1 was the reason why I stayed #1, because I was just getting better and better than everybody else. And of course my deck was better, but mainly the way I played was better. So what is that? Well, if you think that by like reading an article you now are the master of a deck that was made by some pro player who spent like months on or weeks, like a whole group of them spent weeks on like full-time days, like long days, on developing those decks, and you now think that by having that powerful deck that you can start to win. Like, your knowledge of those cards of Magic is not even close to the guys who designed that deck. You know, it's not even close. So are you gonna do you have a powerful deck, powerful cards to play? Of course you have that, you know. And oh wait, I need to get rid of something. So if you start playing with that, sure. Oh no, they're all nice cards. Oh, they're all mana cards. Anyway, I never liked the signets, too much work. Okay, let's keep it. So, and that's the thing. You can be really smart, that's fine. But if you don't put any effort into actually becoming better at, then like, I mean, playing Magic, learning Magic is not that hard. That is not the hard part. You know? If that was the hard part, then everybody could become #1. You know, you have to be better than all the other people, and that comes by a lot of hard work. You know, not by just, you know, turning up and spending like 500 euros on the deck. And that's why you see like pro players, when you hear them talk about how they play they play a lot, you know. So, and that's what I'm trying to tell you with these videos. All these tips that I'm trying to give you, is some of them you can get by just playing, and it goes automatically. You learn by experience. But other tips I have learned, like listening to pro players, reading articles of pro players, not just one or two about one deck, but like a lot of them, multiple, and actually about people who actually decided like, well, I'm gonna be like a good player. I'm gonna learn how to become a really good player, you know? Those kind of people. Maybe I should have played the other cards. I could have I got a 3. Okay. Any colorless? I've got 1 color and 2 colorless. No, I got I've got two colors. No, 2 any color. Okay, that's all I can do. Can I do this one? No. Okay, so we're finished. So there's so much to learn, and there's so much to look for. And to be honest, a lot of it, like I said before in my other videos, is just getting experience with your deck, getting a lot of experience. But not just that. Don't just only like play that deck, because you can go to a friend and you can play your deck all day long. But you know, also like read articles, listen to YouTube videos, like people like me who teach you things. You know, find good good yeah. I have to start playing some cards here. Oh, I should have done that first. I thought it was when it dies, but it's the other way around. Okay, so yeah, read your cards, guys. I should have read that card before I played this card. Anyway, I'm talking to you guys. So I'm not really, to be honest, I'm not taking that much. I'm not that focused on the game as I should. And I mean, it's okay now because I'm playing it against a computer, but so I can play my commander. Okay, so I can do 1 damage. Do Bomot. Oh yeah, there's another damage. Like let's do this one. Go down a loyalty counter. So what can I do? I can do Captivating Crew. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yeah. That's definitely at least 1 capture. And Animosity, I can play Animosity then. And we can play 1 more card. I probably should have played the other one, but yeah, it's too bad. Still gonna be down 1 probably. Okay, so the dragon is a problem. Is it, is there no hexproof, right? No, it needs more artifacts. It has like it needs 4 artifacts, I think. Yeah, 4 artifacts gives it hexproof. Okay, so let's see. Boom. I'm doing it a bit quick. I'm not as, you know, I should be looking at all my mana and stuff, but I'm kind of like, oh look, there's mana 1, 2, 3. I can still play Shared Animosity. Good. I'm playing a bit quick now, and you know, playing quick isn't bad because, like, it gives you you can learn from playing this game quick. So I do that a lot too. But yeah. So I got the dragon now. I should get rid of Chandra because it's giving cards. The dragon is not a problem for now. Alright. We got 2 untapped creatures that can attack. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I can do. So who is gonna attack? I think the dragon is gonna go for Chandra. Oh yeah, the dragon, they don't share creature type. No problem. It was not necessary. Good, we got rid of the Chandra. I'm happy. Yeah, better play the land. Good. It's not. I'm not. He got the dragon back, but I can take it again. Draws a card. Alright, so we already have the commander. We don't have anything in exile. So we got like all we can play is Silvar. We can do a Captivating Crew, and that's all the thing we need to do right now. So maybe we can do multiple Captivating Crews, but I don't know. Pity they didn't equip anything on the Shimmering Dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it might have hexproof. Yeah, it's hexproof now. Ooh, it's hexproof now. But it's tapped, so I can still attack. So I guess a bit of a race of who's doing more damage now. Let's do the dragon. Or the Silver Devourer. Menace. Gonna give me a free card. That's nice. Search the partner. Okay. Yeah, let's just attack. At least I'm gonna do like a lot of damage, like 12 damage. Oh, the dragon is the dragon is he gonna awaken? I think he is. Five, 3. It's okay. I can recast Jira and I'll actually get tokens for that, so it's not a big deal. So either recast Jira now or first do Trynn. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to do Trynn. I don't know, move. Oh, this is like a scry thing. I don't know what this card is. I want to see it, so I'm not gonna scry it away. Okay. Partner. I did did 1 damage to myself. No, I don't need silver. I already have silver in my thing. Okay. So what do we have left? 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, it's like so much work this deck sometimes with all the mana and stuff. Okay, so we got like another creature in play. We can play this card. I have to return a land, so just to get a land back. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Whenever human enters the battlefield. Okay, so I can do 1 damage. So that's gonna go to the face. Now of course I'm gonna get 8 and 6. I mean, I created this deck. It's not a bad deck. The thing, I always win of this deck because if I play this deck, I win. If I play the other deck against this deck, I win with the other deck. It's just that's just it. You know, it's that the computer is just not smart enough to win from a you know, it has to be very lucky. I have to be very unlucky. You know. First strike. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as an opponent controls more lands than you may play lands from the top of your library. So I don't know what the lands thing is. We can do Kudro. So 1 damage, okay. Yeah, there's nothing else. I mean, I'm not gonna do like 9 damage to the slumbering dragon. Maybe I should have killed it when it was still low. Should have not attacked and just dropped 3 creatures down. Another 1 damage. Another 1 damage. At least I got like lots of creatures. But yeah, I don't know. Can I handle 8 more damage? Or 9 and then 7? I don't know. I don't have any flyers in this deck. That's a bit of my weakness. Oh, wait. Can I still take that back? No. Because I wasn't thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Thank goodness. I still can do like the capture. So let's capture the big dragon this time. That is not hexproof. Okay, I'm probably gonna kill it now because there's only 1 blocker. It will block the biggest one. So yeah, there's not much I could have even, yeah, let's just do an all-out attack. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna win the game now. Let's get all those bonuses on there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this tutorial. I think I started with some good information, and I think that to become really good, you have to think about what do I have to do to become number one. I have to do something different than all the other people. If I do the same thing, and like this this effect where you just that people have, where they read an article, they get some information, and they think that they're really, because this information was so valuable. I mean, you can just listen to one of my videos. You can listen to one video, and you think, oh, now I have discovered the secret of becoming number one at FNM. But and that is an important secret, important thing to know. But that this video, just watching this video alone, is not gonna. It might help you become number one, and who knows, and maybe you're already really good, and this might change the whole thing for you. But if you're starting out in Magic and you're really not a good player yet, and you want to, and maybe you even want to go like very high in like a tournament, like a big tournament, you know, PTQ or whatever, like winning at an FNM is one thing, but trying to win that number one. So I think to become that good, to actually think that you're ever gonna like maybe be playing cards with like one of the biggest players in Magic, you have to think about am I good enough? And the answer is probably no, because if it was yes, you wouldn't be doing it right now. You wouldn't be listening to this video. You would be there with the top 8 somewhere, battling it out. So there's a gap there between where you are now and where, you know, and so acknowledging that you're actually not great is just the first thing. The first thing you have to see is that, well, I'm not good at this. Not I'm maybe good compared to some people, you know, but maybe I have a bit more, you know, when I started out, it looked like I was a bit better than most people, and you know, and now I can win a lot of games from a lot of people, but that's nothing compared. That's just like random people that also play Magic. If you would like, what would you do if you would have to play against like a Pro Tour player? You know, would you be able to handle that? And how did those people become that good? And if you have to fill that gap between you and them. You have to find out what they did to become that good. And mainly it's a lot of practice and a lot of playing, a lot of learning. So yeah, I guess you're doing that now because you listen to my videos, so you're learning some things here. So I would say just keep learning, like, subscribe, and yeah, just look at the other videos, and I will keep giving you tips that will help you and at least give you some basic knowledge towards where, I mean, I was like several times first in FNM, so I must have some knowledge to give that I have that made me become get those first places regular, not just once but like in a row, you know. And that is the knowledge I'm trying to share with you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just gonna finish the fight. Okay, so I won. Have a super great day, lots of love, and talk to you later. Bye bye.